Hey, what's up everybody? Matt here, and today I'm working on a new racing drone frame. I actually picked up the new Source One from TBS, Team Black Sheep. This is their new, very inexpensive, nice looking frame that they're using to kind of combat the clone companies out there to still be able to support, some of the bigger, more involved companies, but not have to buy the real expensive frames. There's a few different companies doing it, and I know Rotorite has their version out now, and Armatin has their version out now too. But I wanted to go with this Source One. It looked really cool. Looked very, in a lot of ways, similar to an alien style frame, which has been my favorite style so far. So picked one of these up. These are 29 bucks. You can't beat it. So anyway, let's open the bag and take a look at what we got. Alright, so I picked this up off of Heli Nation. I know they're a pretty popular site. This is my first time using them, but shipping was super fast, and they sent this awesome sticker, so thanks Heli Nation. And then the Source One frame, one of the other cool features about it is it's an open source project, so a lot of people are creating other parts for these, and the versions of this frame are changing rapidly, so it'll keep evolving as time goes on. But what we got, individually wrapped parts, we've got our bottom mounting plate right there, we've got our top mount plate right there. I love it's got a lot of different strap places to put your straps in there. We got a bag of hardware with some standoffs. We've got our center plate. This frame is more of a sandwich design, so you'll see that here as I put it together. Got camera mounts. I liked this frame also because of the carbon fiber camera mounts. I really like that style. Of course, all of our arms. And that's nice. These are all reusable bags. Then we've got our standoffs here and two TBS straps. So everything we need to throw this frame together, and it looks like some pretty nice carbon fiber in there. It's not smooth edges or anything, but none of the clone aftermarket ones are either. So I'm sure it's going to be a nice durable frame, but let's get to work. I'll put it together here and show you what it looks like. Alright, so there it is, guys. So there's the frame put together. Super easy build like you just saw. Kind of like how they did the sandwich part of this. So you've got your standoff screws coming in from the bottom, and then they screw right onto that. And then you've got your other screws going in from the top, really latching into those nice bolts. I forget what they call it, crush bolts, whatever, that are inside of the bottom sandwich plate. So kind of a nice design. Those arms are in there, and I mean they have zero play in any of those arms. So super snug fit. You could probably tell in the video I had to actually thread every one of these screws into the carbon, even just barely. The carbon is just tight enough that they don't just slide in, and it's a good thing, you know. They are nice and snug. Everything on here is really nice and snug now. You can see those camera mounts in there, and we still have enough hardware to, of course, bolt in our top plate and motor screws. They gave us screws for all the motors, so that's pretty cool, even though most of the motors come with them. But I mean, you get everything you need for a nice little frame, and it feels really, really nice. The carbon is real smooth carbon. I mean, it looks really good. You don't see any imperfections in this, and good size width to them. I didn't measure those. I don't have my tool right here, but I mean, those are thick. They look like 4 millimeters or so at least, but real nice solid arms. They do sell arms separately for this, so if you break an arm, you can get that without having to get a whole new frame, even though the frame's 30 bucks. I think a whole set of arms is like $10 or something. So this thing's awesome, and people are making all kinds of source files for you to be able to go out and print all your 3D your 3D printed options, like your camera mount and some other different things, you know, all kinds of stuff. So being an open source project, there's a lot happening with this frame, and I dig it, guys. Like, it looks really good. It's the 5-inch version. I think they have a couple size different versions, but this is cool. I can't wait to get my electronics in there and get flying this thing. Not positive what all I'm going to put on this, something pretty basic. I really like my Bardwell F4 flight controller that I have on my other quad right now. I may put that in here because it's been flawless so far, and I've only probably put 15 packs through it, so I'd love to fly it a little more. But anyway, that's the Source One frame from TBS, guys. I'll give you a little better top shot there. There's the bottom. There's that sandwich plate you can see in there. Real nice frame. For $30, you cannot beat this frame. It's got notches for your antennas back here, depending on where you mount your VTX. You've got all kinds of places to strap a VTX down. I mean, there's just a lot of versatility in this cheap frame, and I say cheap, but it feels more durable than most of the other frames I've had, to be honest with you. This is a pretty nice frame. So anyway, if you've looked at these and you guys don't want to spend a whole lot of money on a nice frame, I would check this one out. TBS Team Black Sheep Source One frame, 30 bucks. Again, I got this one from Heli Nation, and super fast shipping from those guys, so thanks again. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll show you this again once I've got some electronics put in. Take care. Bye-bye. Alright, guys, so there's the Source One fully built. I've got her all together now. I'm going to take it out, give it a maiden today. I basically just ended up taking my electronics off of that last frame I showed you guys. It was a chameleon kind of knockoff. Figured I'd get rid of the knockoff frame and put it all on the Source One, and everything fit perfect. You know, just one. I'm using all-in-one controller, so the stack is pretty small. I mount my VTX up top, very similar to how Mr. Steele shows that he mounts his. So basically, it's the antenna portion of that is strapped to the top plate, and then he leaves the VTX sandwiched but loose, you know, so that it can move around in a crash. It's not going to take as much of a jar if it's, you know, strapped down. Plus, that's probably really good for heat, you know, dispersing the heat off of it. So I like how he does that on his quad, but everything else about this is completely different. I'm running that Bardwell F4 flight controller. Got the Runcam Swift 2 with a different lens on there. That's the TBS high voltage video transmitter, and then I'm still trying those shoe motors, those DYS shoe motors that I had on before, and they have a ton of power. That other frame was really fast, so I'm gonna see how they do on here. And then I'm running Crossfire. I've got the Crossfire in the back there, and that's pretty much it. So nice and easy build, since I just swapped things over this time. And I do still have the DYS 30 amp D-Shot ESCs on there. So I'm gonna get a maiden of this, and I'll show you a little footage of how it's flying. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.